Welcome back. NCBA is the nation's largest cattle industry organization, representing cattlemen and women in every state. And NCBA works every day on the policy issues that impact our industry, while our fellow members are hard at work raising cattle back home. And joining me now to talk more about these efforts is Jennifer Houston. She's NCBA Vice President and a Tennessee cattle producer. Jennifer, when I talk to producers, it seems that many people still have questions about how policy is actually formulated and how does it move forward within NCBA. Can you give us an overview?
Sure. Kevin, NCBA is truly a grassroots organization. All of our policy starts at the state level and many times at the local level. When a producer has a concern or a thought or an idea, he brings it to his local or regional cattlemen's organization. If they also agree, then it progresses on to their state organizations at their state conventions. It gathers, approval from that state, and they decide they bring it forward to the appropriate committee at NCBA's annual or summer meetings. And so it's always starts from the bottom. It never starts from the top. So any one of our members can bring forth whatever concerns or ideas or suggestions that they have that NCBA needs to carry out.
But ultimately, those policies end up right here in our nation's capital. And why is it so important, in your opinion, that we have a presence here in D.C.?
Well, absolutely. The policy that we set is basically the playbook that our staff here in D.C. And here is where things happen. We're all affected by what happens here in D.C. And if we didn't have a staff here on the Hill at the agencies every day, then someone else would be making decisions for us without our input. So it's imperative that we have people here and that we're here as producers many times during the year to tell our story and to talk to our congressmen, our representatives, our agencies, and the White House about what's important to cattle producers.
So let's talk about that for just a minute. As you look ahead to 2018, what are going to be the top priority issues in 2018 for NCBA?
Well, we certainly continue work on the Farm Bill and the creation of a disease vaccine bank for foot and mouth disease. We continue work with this administration on rolling back some of our overburdensome regulations. Tax reform, trade always is top of mind. Our public lands people working on endangered species and working with our BLMs, our Forest Service, all that to make it not so burdensome to ranch on public lands. So there's never a shortage of things to do here in D.C.
As I always ask our volunteer leaders, why do you believe it's so important that folks become members of NCBA?
Well, number one, there's nobody that's going to tell our story or do our work but us. And, Washington talks about numbers. And Washington, our legislators, our congressmen, they're all about numbers and who speaks up and how many you represent. So the more people that we can represent, the stronger our voice is. And it's just sort of the thing that you need to do. Nobody's going to look out for you except yourself. And so it's just something that you can do at every level to affect your industry and your bottom line.
So how can NCBA members stay engaged with the organization throughout the year?
There's a lot of ways, a lot of correspondence. We have Capitol Hill Beltway beef updates weekly. We have stakeholders updates to our members weekly. We have magazines. Our offices are always open, both for our staff and from an officer level, as well as through your state cattlemen's association. They extend our reach, they extend the policies into your state house, and then always extending down into your being involved in your local cattlemen's organization will make you more a part of the whole effort.
Jennifer, thank you so much for taking your time away from Tennessee to come and represent all of our interests.
Thank you.
There are many great reasons to become an NCBA member, but one is the chance to read the National Cattlemen. It's the official publication of NCBA and provides timely news and articles about the issues and events affecting your business. A subscription is included free of charge when you become an NCBA member. Just call 1-866-233-3872, or you can visit the website ncba.org.